folks, welcome back to what will hopefully be an eventful part 2. The guard change just finished and we have one of the most popular blues and royals right here on a very, very well-known horse. Now this big, fluffy, fuzzy, cute horse with the socks, guys, we all know who this is. I will leave it to you fine people to drop this horse's name in the comments. Yep, the one and only, everybody. So although we won't get tourists being nipped, we might get some lovely interactions here. And more importantly, this guard doesn't take any nonsense, just like the lady guard that was on before her at the other end. Let's see what happens. I don't know if anyone's going to get super close because it really is wretched here. If you haven't got an umbrella, horrid morning we've had today. Fun, I mean a hell of a lot of fun, as we saw in part 1, but goodness gracious, let's hope the rain settles down. People are starting to drop their umbrellas, so maybe we'll be okay. Trying not to get my umbrella in the picture, but at the same time I need to sometimes lift the pole up because the tourists are walking in front of the camera. So we're going to have either a tourist onion-shaped head or my umbrella at times, folks. At least for a moment until I drop it down. I think that little flash storm has done. Drop that umbrella down and see. Now I put the umbrella down, it'll probably start all over again. Hey guys, how do you say don't touch the reins in French?
What exactly is the rein?
C'est les trucs pour tirer les chevaux là. Enfin, les...
Yeah, the bridle and the reins to control the horse. So how do you say it in French? I kind of got a little bit of it. Difficult to translate directly, isn't it? Yeah.
Je sais plus exactement comment tu fais. Oui. Non, je sais pas.
Okay, that's interesting. So there appears to be no direct translation, folks, from English into French. I guess that kind of explains why there's no French language sign here. But then again, it also explains why there's no Spanish language sign, German language sign, Italian language sign, and another 200 plus languages. But yeah, super interesting. Oh god, here we go again with the rain. Second I put the umbrella down, it starts raining again. What a surprise. Oh, off we go again. Umbrella's back. That's why the guard has moved the horse back into the box. What a wretched day. We've only got about another 7 months of this, guys. Let me think. Actually, wait. November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Between 5 and 7 months, depending on how long the winter lasts. Give her an idea. Look, this is a scene along Whitehall. It's atrocious. The rain itself isn't the problem. It's when it's windy and rainy because it blows the rain in your face. And I'm sure that even this most gloriously passive and friendly and chilled of horses doesn't like getting his face soaking wet. You know what? I can't say I blame him, to be fair. Okay, let's have a little wander, guys, while it's getting busy here. People are putting up their umbrellas. Now, unfortunately, I didn't bring my super strength umbrella that doesn't, no matter what, crumble. This umbrella is a bit of it's a portable small one, but it's a bit of a crumbler. It doesn't really hold up under high winds, so we'll have to hope it does and that the wind doesn't blow it away. So if it does blow it away, needless to say, that equals the end of part 2. This part 2 will not be a super long part anyway, just by virtue of 1, the power, and 2, the weather. Tour group. So what I said earlier at the beginning about the chitsman and the gatesman having that longer shift of 2 hours. So the boxmen at the front have gone in, the horse has been replaced, but at the same time they're still out. Gatesman and chitsman are still out on foot in this appalling weather. And yes, okay, they're undercover, they're in the Arches, but you know what? it's still pretty dire. Yeah, I feel sorry for the tourists that actually don't have waterproofs or an umbrella. That said, you know, come to London, even in the summer we saw only 2 times in the summer, there were very, very, very heavy flash downpours, and those were the 2 occasions on which we saw the winter coats during the summer months, which again was a first this year. Those videos are on the channel. We're going all the way back to August, so a couple of months ago, but they are there. If anyone is interested in seeing what an inspection looks like in a heavy woolen coat when it's almost 30 degrees. Yep, it's an absolute washout at the back here, as you can see. Despite that spectacular light, it is a bit of a washout. Very moody actually, the light today, very moody. Funny thing is, it wasn't forecast to be like this morning, which would explain why so many people came out without having umbrellas and protective waterproof equipment. Today's forecast was not for heavy rain, thundery showers and wind. Quite the opposite actually. It was supposed to be a normal day today, whatever that means in London terms. Let's hope it settles down. See, this is what you call prepared tourists. That's smart. In fact, that's even smarter than me. I haven't even got a raincoat like that. I need to get one actually. That's a perfect antidote to the temperamental British autumn and winter. Okay, we're back at the front with another huge fuzzy clippy cloppy horse. I haven't seen this guy here for a good while. Horse is out in the rain, head is anyway, but it looks happy, looks comfortable. Let's be honest, folks. If this horse were out in the wild, as a lot of you seem to think horses should be, running around happily all day long on the prairies, then he'd be getting soaking wet anywhere, and there'd be nobody to dry off his beautiful fuzzy hair when he gets back into the non-existent stables. Okay, is it going to stop raining? I think it will, actually. I certainly hope it will. I like it when tourists go by and somebody just stretched out their hand and gives the horse's nose a little rub. Horses seem to like that. It's like, hello horsey, nice to meet you. I think, again, the rain has stopped. Drop down the umbrella, folks, and wait and see. Kind of light as well without that umbrella blocking what is a pretty grim day anyway, light-wise. Oh, look, a lovely smile for the guard despite the horrific weather. A couple more beauties coming out. Look at these two. Wow, look at the grey. That grey is absolutely magnificent. Oh, so it's kids with bikes, no wonder they're making the police wait. Kid on bike versus police horse. I think even the meanest officer in London would not dream of trampling a kid on his bike. Uh-oh, they're getting very close to being in the box, these ladies. In fact, they're almost touching their heads on the horse, look. I think somebody just said c'est marrant, which means, does that not mean it's funny in French? If anybody does know if there is a way to quite literally perfectly translate "don't touch the reins" in French, I mean, I might just have I've put that guy a bit on the spot too much, because it's curious that he wouldn't know how to translate it. He was a native Frenchie. Some of you would have heard from my conversation with him. Thumbs up. These feet, those clippy clop feet, are as big as dinner plates. I kid you not, people. We're not talking dessert plates here, like some of the smaller ones. These are full-size dinner plates. There we go, people walking through these massive 2 or 3 seater pushchairs, prams with their kids. I can't understand that. Crazy to bring a vehicle like that through the centre. What's up next, I wonder? I'm just hoping nobody steps over onto the cobbles. This is where a few people came unstuck the other day. She's not quite in the box, but she's very close to being in the box. Mon Dieu, I'm surrounded right now. I know how the German army felt in the Ardennes forest. I was crouching down on the knees and taking pictures. Very curious. Of course, looks like he wants to go and say hello to his friend. I thought we were getting a picture together, she said, sister. Okay, now we're getting better light, guys. The sun is coming out a teeny weeny bit. Maybe it's all going to turn, maybe, just maybe. It'll be a bright afternoon. Let's keep an eye on that clock anyway. We've got until 1:30, the absolute latest today. Oh yeah, we're good for the moment. The horse is deep in thought. You can see it, can't you? Look. Just took a moment there. It's very deep in contemplation. Horsey, don't worry, I'm still here. It's okay. Oh, she's dropped her umbrella on the floor. It's crazy busy here again, look. Never-ending torrent. I haven't seen a torrent this big since those X-rated downloads on the Pirate Bay.
This way, guys.
Oh, I'm not sure if he's talking to me. Nope. Horse is going to do a double take. He's like, hold on, they look exactly the same. This guy has had a hell of a lot of people come in front of his horse since he came out. Horsey, look this way for my picture, please. I'm going back to Germany this afternoon. This very thoughtful guy asked if it was okay if they got close. That was very thoughtful and kind. And then he said, thank you, hear that? Wow, lovely. Got to be from the US, actually. Americans rejoice. I think that overall, the single most respectful nationality visiting horse guards, and I actually say that above my fellow Brits as well. Fellow Brits are visitors from the United States. I don't know how or why that would be the case. I guess it's because the military occupies a fairly prominent, important role in US domestic life as well as in other respects. But yeah, I'm not going to go into the best and the worst case scenario in terms of which groups, because I can't generalize. And until we've seen massive representative samples, it will be unfair. But I will state that it's very, very rare, except for a few ladies that have chosen very questionable outfits. It's very rare to see people from the US being anything less than respectful here. Let's have a look how the painting's coming on that the lady was doing earlier. It really is quite lovely, isn't it? How much would I love to be able to do that? I don't think I was able to capture something permanently by virtue of looking at it. Extraordinary talent. It's reminding me of those glorious summer encounters. We had Charlie Mincy here. He was painting the blues. And of course we had those classic portraits of horse guards, of Admiralty Arch, of some of the guards by the household cavalry artist in residence, Rob Poynton. Lovely guy Rob is, actually. If you haven't seen his artwork, folks, look at his Instagram. Poynton, Pointon, Rob Poynton. He's the household cavalry's official artist in residence. He's a lovely person, and his artwork is utterly extraordinary. Pretty optimistic, guys, and that is the end of the rain. Famous last words, I know, but let's see.
No, quieto.
Or just shooing them away. But hey, you get out of here.
Vas-y, dépêche-toi. Trop tard. Tu vois,
Vous vous mettez toutes les deux à côté, hein, du même. Hein. Allez-y les filles. Vous vous mettez toutes les deux du même côté, hein, parce que... Attends, il se gratte. Tu m'as l'air tendu.
et l'autre, tu bouges pas là.
I've no idea where those French-speaking Frenchies were from. France, possibly. Et voilà. I hear a lot of people saying "Oui, Jean plus." It's like, are they talking about me behind my back? What does it mean, guys? I've heard that phrase many times, but I don't know what it means. "Oui, Jean plus." Does that mean John is an asshole? Actually, maybe they're saying oui, Jean plus Jean equals le double Jean. I have no idea. Sorry. I like this view actually. I prefer the light at this end as well. To get the whole massive horse in, plus the guard, plus the Taurus. That is a good way to protect an injured foot. Saves his carrier bag. So the horse doesn't think it's a carrot and bite it off. He's looking at it, he's like, that looks like a carrot. Look. He's licking his lips, can you see? It's almost lunchtime, look, time for a nap.
Ah, però è vero, lì rischi di stare attento che il cavallo potrebbe mordere o...
It's extremely chaotic here at the moment, I don't know why. Oh, it's a tour group actually, folks.
Raga, poi andando.
Welcome to London, guys, on a very wet day. For any of you that didn't see part 1, this is part 2 and today's last part. Part 1 this morning had quite a lot going on, to say the least. The horse, the horse quit. I was going to say a horse, but no, the horse quit. Not in the mood at all. Got a new horse that settled down. Everything was fine, but two unusual things. First, obviously, the guard being so far forward in the arch, having shouted at that chap. Then the police officers riding through and graciously taking a moment to talk to me and share the names of the two horses that they were on. I remember Bullseye, but with my sieve-like mind, I already forgot the other one. Then, of course, we saw a certain very, very well-known and much-loved trooper who was back after being away for many, many days. So an awful lot happened in part 1 this morning, guys. So much, in fact, I already forgot. This video, part 2, will not be as long as part 1. I will be here for a little bit longer. I'm going to actually look and see how long we've got. Yeah, we've got 30 minutes till the changeover. So I think, in all honesty, what I'll do, depending on if it's busy here, I might well stay for the changeover. We will see. Here comes the guard. I'm pretty sure he'll do a sharp left back into the arch. If he goes to the tunnel, I will follow. Yep, back into the arch. Spanish speakers rejoice, you're about to get a free tour, courtesy of this lovely guy. No, he's not doing what you think he's doing with his right hand, guys. He's doing that Latin thing of gesturing. Suddenly got very busy here again, didn't it? I think he's actually telling them all that they need to find a key. Maybe he hid the key and there's a prize. Notice he was saying to his group, "Aquí, aquí." I think that he hid a key somewhere in horse. Okay, I'll stop now. I think that the most memorable thing about video or part 1 this morning, guys, was the horse rearing. Horse reared 3 times in the box. The guard, bless him, didn't push the emergency button. He saw it through. Extraordinary thing to see, as I'm sure you'll agree. Weather chilled up a lot, folks. I'm very happy about that. so much easier to film him walk around. We don't need to worry about an umbrella bashing into people's eyeballs and inadvertently blinding them.
Vai Daria, vai. Vai
A lot of the languages I'm hearing spoken here, I don't even recognise them. No idea.
Attenzione al cavallo.
No, papi, que hay un hombre al lado. Si puedes ponerte a este lado, corre, pues aquí, ponte aquí. Es que esta niña aquí, Espérate que tiene aquí. Espera, ahora. Ya.
Oh, thumbs up. Thoughtful. Okay, let's hope the horse doesn't mistake this kid for a banana. He's like, no, get out of here. Just noticed that there were horses there. They were not expecting that at all. Like, whoa. So many people, guys, coming through the gate, honestly. Maybe one day I'll just put the camera on a tripod for an hour, capture reactions through the gate. Honestly, so many people have no clue that there are horses here. What is she doing? What is that? Oh, good lord. Wow. Just wow. What is it with silly blowing kisses at the horse face? I really don't get it. Yeah, even the horse doesn't get it. He's like, dude, I don't know what it means either. Oh God, wait, just as I was about to move, she's back. Colours though, folks, eh? Now that the light is back, it's so colourful here. I've no idea how long the brightness will last. We'll see. Oh, I was looking at it. Don't you dare touch the reins of my horse. I was just wondering if that actually is his horse or whether it just looks like his horse. That's why he's hesitant with grabbing the reins. Guys, Santa Claus is here. Hope he's going to give out gifts to everybody. That's a colour explosion and a half. Smiles, amazing smile. Oh, good lord, here it comes. Now it's raining again. Like, what? Seriously? What is with this exceedingly annoying British weather? Horse back into the box. Here comes the rain. Up goes my umbrella. There we are. Back under cover. Just when we thought, I was really starting to think that it might end up being a bright afternoon. Nope, not going to happen. Here we go, all over again. I was super optimistic then that it would brighten up. And it did for about 3 minutes. This guy's like, no, that's not a real guard, look. You can't quite believe it. Had to go back for a second look. That is a real guard though, people. Yep, that is the King's Lifeguard. Right there in the arch. some reason the other guard is getting a lot more attention today. He's a smile, nice guy. I think we've got roughly, let me look up at the clock, quick glance up at the clock. Actually, I need to get close to the front as I can't read the time from the clock tower. It is 14 minutes until the hour. And bearing in mind that when it hits that hour, we've got, I think, a double changeover. Got a Chelsea pensioner here, everybody, selling poppies for Remembrance Day. Next Sunday, of course, is the 11th. Looking magnificent in his great coat, a scarlet coat, absolutely glorious. There's RH on his hat. I'm not sure if it's a hat or a cap, everybody. RH means Royal Hospital. Chelsea pensioners so called because obviously retired soldiers, but they live at the Royal Hospital in Chelsea. Hence the RH on the cap. Oh, another tour group just turned up, and the tour guide has shaved his head. I know him, so I'm actually quite surprised he's gone with a shaved head look in this weather. A big group here today, actually. Look. Unfortunately, I can't get super close to him. Otherwise, you could get a free tour whilst he narrates. Of course, he's actually diagonal in the box at the moment, which is kind of curious. Okay. Okay, down we go again with the umbrella, guys. It stopped again. Was that the 5th time?
Don't grab the brake. This is the lady going viral on the internet. Yeah, for those who haven't, if you grab the rein, let a bit out of that lady's hands, she's allowed to scream in your face at the store. It was traumatizing. That's funny. Oh yeah, and don't lean on her, just because that's rude.
So he's saying don't touch the reins, and more importantly, don't lean on her as well. Well, the tourists do lean on the boots. It's not intentional, it's very, very rarely intentional, but it does happen. Actually, given his shaved head, I'm going to ask him if I can in a second if he's thinking of signing up. Full Metal Jacket style, his new haircut.
There is a small chance the horse might try and eat you for those sacrifices.
Looking couple, almost accidentally dressed in guard tribute colours. Not cold?
I wish I could have kept it, but I'm going bald.
Are you?
Yeah.
Hey, me too, but
Yeah.
I just leave it as it is.
I
You had enough, yeah?
I rode it till the wheels came off, and then the wheels very much came off.
They did for sure. At least you're going to save on barber's bills,
Yeah.
aren't you? Upside.
I need to buy a hat now.
Yeah, you do for sure. Oh, it's raining again, everybody. God, here we go with the umbrella again in a moment, I think. Yeah, people trying to look happy, but it's raining again.
I mean, it's not like, I get what you mean, those working horses in parks.
I've had Regarde-moi spoken more times today than anything else. Appalling. I feel so sorry for all the tourists today.
Yeah, the photo. Alright, my guys, so we are going to go that way. I will hold up a closed umbrella, otherwise you won't find me, right? We're going to go that way.
Oh, sure whether you can touch the horse or not. So guys, I'm trying to avoid the umbrellas, but it's virtually impossible. See? So I've got one up myself now, so I can hardly complain. Hauling with it. Gosh, the rain is driving now very heavily. God is thinking I'm so happy up here in this box with this nice horse blanket and warm-blooded beast. Letting that heat rise. It's really, the rain is really driving. Look at this. This is one of the heaviest I ever remember, and people are about to get shouted at. This guy just walked in. I think the guard told him just to move back. He just went around into the arches. Oops. They were just going to march over there and get out of the rain. Sorry, ladies, you're not. Alas. It was actually pretty funny. I feel sorry for them, but hey, it is what it is. Those are the rules. He could have really screamed in their face, but he was quite a gent about it. Let's see what he does with this chap if he decides to go back any further. Yeah, I do. You know, much as I laugh about it, and it is mildly amusing, I do feel sorry for the tourists that, you know, are potentially on their last day here, or potentially just arrived because it's atrocious. You know, I hope they're not going to walk in with a pram. A lot of people approach the arch when the guard is behind the guard shop, and that is problematic. Look, it's raining super heavily. They're closing up the stall even. It really is quite an appalling day weather-wise, guys. It really is. The guards that are coming out shortly on the changeover are probably not happy about it at all. Oh, no, it's the horse is being a bit cloppy in the box. Okay, Trooper's taking the chains down and adjusting his colleague's plume and helmet. Very thoughtful. Brilliant, look at that. They did warn her, to be fair. The trooper is on guard, and the trooper in his camos both warned her. You saw that, guys, and you know what? She didn't listen.
the history.
So the chain is down. This is potentially problematic with people coming in and getting too close. That's what happens here. Wow, I think that was the most dramatic example of somebody getting properly screamed at right in front of the camera. Please tell me their camos are waterproof. Are they waterproof or not? They're not.
They're designed to be waterproof.
But sadly far from it, yeah?
No, it's because when you start washing them and ironing them,
Yeah.
the bug repellent and the waterproof there disappears.
Oh, does it really? Oops. Okay.
This is quite waterproof at the moment.
That lady's face. I mean, he told her and you told her.
I warned her.
She knew, but she still pushed her luck, didn't she? Cheeky. Oh, wow, look at these ones. Whoa, City of London police guys with these two massive fluffy hooved horses. Look at this. Magnificent. I was talking with the trooper there, everybody. Yeah, he warned her, and so did his colleague. So they made it clear to her that, hey, you know, the other horse does not appear to be liking the weather. In fact, everybody, the horse is right out of the box. The horse is not liking the rain at all, and this is a massive horse.
Chicos, los caballos van a estar aquí cuando acabemos. Vamos a pasar hacia adentro.
The other horse is way back in the box. I think it's because obviously the horse knew the doors were being opened at the back of the box and just decided to go for a bit of a walk.
Detrás de la segunda línea blanca. Entramos dentro.
Here we go again. Tall guy with a flipping massive speaker screaming out loud in front of everybody as usual. Okay. Interesting inside today. It's a 50-50 split whether to be inside or outside, to be honest. I think I'm going to stay here because the line's going to be chaos. And I can't deal with this this screaming as well with the speaker.
Hay que entrar, que no nos dejan entrar si no. Detrás de la segunda línea blanca. Chicos, si venís en mi tour, hay que entrar detrás de la segunda línea blanca. Que no-
How loud is that, seriously?
Chicos, entramos. Rápido. Detrás de la segunda línea blanca. El caballo va a estar aquí luego. El caballo está luego. Entramos dentro corriendo.
Behind the bullard, behind the white lines, please. Behind the bullard.
Detrás de la línea
You can hear
blanca.
me. Behind the bullard. Can you make way, please? Move out the way, please. Out the way. Don't try and stay there.
That's it. Goodies back, people, not taking any nonsense.
Behind the bullard.
That is proper crowd control. What a good man, eh? Look. Not taking any nonsense at all from the tourists. Love it. We know that trooper well, guys, and there's a reason he's back today, as will be apparent over time. So imminently, i.e. in the next 3 minutes, we've got the changeover. It's a double changeover: gatesman, chitsman, boxman. Yes, that sounds like a triple changeover, but it's not. By double, I mean foot guards and mounted guards. I was like, brr. I'm tempted to walk inside because I know he's going to have a problem with somebody. Not on the line in a minute, but I won't do it. It's so busy now. Oh, sorry, it's okay. People pushing pushchairs through. It's just like, what on earth? Let's see, look. He said, get back on there. He's going to get run over by the horse. Oh, brilliant.
No, right now, once they change over, you can get your pictures. All I want. Yeah? Wait.
That's it, yep. Letting them all know. Oh. It's okay, no, it's okay. Someone's baby just grabbed my leg from their pram. What is going on today? Very curious day, folks. Okay, at least we've got this changeover. Oh, I really thought that guy was going to take a stroll through the box then behind the horse. I really did. lots of people are just in the arches. They're not really going to see very much. I mean, they will, bless them, see the foot guards change over. But you know what? Yeah, it's not really smart being inside in this. Too many umbrellas. I'm noticing people are sort of shuffling along the lines. You can see it just beyond the box there. So many umbrellas. It's still pretty wet. Just a minute and a bit to go now, folks. Kind trooper is actually taking a moment to speak with the tourists. Oh, he's peeking behind the box. Extraordinary, isn't it? So now it is firmly locked. I'm not letting anyone move in or out of the front gate. Look of disappointment. Like, but I'm very important in my country. I want to walk through the gates. Okay, folks. Out come the horses. I was going to say new horses. I mean, they're kind of new. In the sense that they were not here for the past hour, but they're not new because they were here for the hour before that. NCO's coming out. I can't zoom in, guys, I've got no free fingers. These two dogs are super happy. Look, they also look at each other. This one, look, the other one is looking at his buddy. Look, it's turned away. So nice to have these big cloppy horses. As these two clopsters are so alike, I'm not even sure which one's which. I was convinced one was Monty. Now I'm really not sure. Actually, wait, this is Monty. The two white socks at the back. As my mind is failing me as ever. Pose the question: which horse is that? If Monty's on my left, which horse is this one? If we don't know, guys, I will ask. I know the guard on the far horse. I will ask her which horse she was on today. Goodbye, big clippy cloppy beauty horse. Magnificent, eh? How they leisurely just stroll back in there. And there we have it, ladies and gents. No dismount again, too wet, and the guards do not have scabbards for the sword when they're wearing the great coats. Oh, even this chap who's got a Ministry of Defence ID is not allowed in. He also needs to wait. Yes, of course, because they're changing the foot guards as well. So we're back with the lady guard this end who was here. She got the first shift of the day, which was roughly only a 35-minute shift. Everyone is walking in, and at this moment, yeah, he's saying it's okay to go in. I will try my best to capture the foot guard changeover, the relief. Here they are. Again, I can't zoom, guys. We'll get it out of something of a distance, but hey, it's still reasonable. This is the first relief of the day, folks. We had the regimental changeover this morning. Then we had the gatesman chitsman out. This is the first. This is the first changeover at 1 o'clock here at Horseguards. 1300 hours. I can't see if the troop is still out here to tell everybody to make some space. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when the relief is complete and the guard exits the tunnel, because at the moment he's got this massive wall of people that he needs to get through. So it's going to be a most interesting moment to see how that transpires. feeling the officer to my right is going to tell them all to make some space.
Like a gap, he's going to walk through there.
And no guys, I can't predict the future. It was a lucky guess. They're kind of listening, but not entirely listening, and they just got lucky. All because this guard, in fact, absolutely has a stonking voice. He would have bellowed straight in their face if necessary. It's good to see him back, in fact. It's been a while since he was here. Oh, speaking of which, we've got another trooper posing for pictures with this happy fellow. And there we have it, everybody. New Chitsman, new Gatesman, new horses. A very curious tourist who wants to take a picture while the trooper is trying to close the box. Look. And she's like, what? Oh, classic. What a day it's been today, honestly. Wow. Quite a lot of comedy moments. Like, so many tourists, you actually need to kind of wait to be able to lock up the boxes. Extraordinary. Really extraordinary. Anyway, guys, that's me done for the moment. I'll be back in the next video.